safety. 45 is blitzing, and you get guards Kerr out and lead. You kick him out. The support in the secondary is man for man. There's no one there to make the stop until finally Lonnie Young, 43, comes all the way across the field from his free safety position and knocks Walker out of bounds. The blitz has killed the Cardinals on this drive.
First down, Cowboys at the Cardinal 11. 11:39 remaining, fourth quarter. They'll go to Walker again. But this time, the Cardinals have the answer. No gain on the play. Carl Carter, the left cornerback, came up from the secondary, and Anthony Bell also involved.
There's a play the Cowboys have had in their playbook, gosh, since I came in the league in 1970, and it's a play-action pass with Pelluer moving out, or the quarterback moving to the right, pulling up and throwing all the way back across, and it's a tight end screen. It's very effective. They scored against us a number of times. And just, you know, just having some fun here. Let's just say they might do something crazy like that. Good play.
We'll look for it on 2nd and 10. Up the middle goes Walker to the 5.
Nice play action.
Well,
hey, that's not bad, is it? Give it to that guy.
Anthony Bell and Lonnie Young on the stop.
Running backs are just exactly like quarterbacks and receivers. Once they have their confidence too, you sense it and you continue to feed them.
Third down, 4 for Dallas. Roy Green looking for the opportunity, hoping the defense can stop the Cowboys and let the offense take over. Ball is at the 5 of the Cardinals. And there's a bootleg, and Pelluer will score for Dallas. And that fooled everybody. Disappointment is etched on the faces of the Cardinals right now. They have a lot of time. They got to within a point, and now they trail by 7, and Ruzek could make it 8. Steve Pelluer with a 5-yard run on a bootleg. And Ruzek will try to add the 21st point for Dallas.
This play was successful because the Cowboys had run it early with Walker in motion, an underball handoff. E.J. Jr. says, I've seen this play before earlier in the game. I'm going to tackle Walker. Pelluer keeps the ball, goes outside, makes the touchdown.
So the pressure mounts on the St. Louis Cardinals. They're going to have to come from behind to win this one. We're back here at Texas Stadium. Someone's taking a beating here, and the Cardinals hope it's not them, although I think that's supposed to be a Cardinal player.
Hey, this is the Christmas holidays, but when it comes to football and rivalries, you got to kind of put the holidays aside, I guess.
You ever have an armadillo sit on you like that?
No.
21-13 the score, and Ruzek will kick off for the Cowboys. Sikahema goes back for Dallas. Derek McAdoo is also there. 10 minutes, 13 seconds remain, and plenty of time for Lomax. But the Cowboy defense has short-circuited the Cardinals today. And it's going to go to Sikahema, who moves in front of McAdoo. 5. Open field to the 35, penalty marker down, and Sikahema is run out of bounds at the 43 by the kicker, Roger Ruzek, but a flag is down. 33-yard return. And it appears to be against the Cardinals.
Illegal block in the back on the return.
Illegal block, and Gene Stallings is enraged over that call. 33-yard return, and they're going to bring it all the way back to the 10-yard line. That's a tough break for the Cardinals. But he got free because of the block, I'm sure, Terry.
Well, one of the things that happens so many times is you get these big holes and you wonder, why haven't they been doing that all day? But 53 that time, the linebacker, Wayne Davis, made the illegal block that freed Sikahema.
First down on the 10-yard line for the Cardinals, who trail by 8. Lomax in the shadow of his goal line, throwing. Roy Green has it. And a first down and knocked out of bounds by Everson Walls at the 31, and a pickup of 21.
The key to the touchdown run earlier is E.J. Jr. on the left, down in a three-point stand right in front of Herschel Walker. Walker moves, E.J. Jr. chases. Also, E.J. Jr. has containment, meaning he has to stay home for any reverses. The reverse was run by Pelluer for a touchdown.
And that was Paul Hackett's idea. Didn't want to put the ball in the end zone on the air. That was a good play. Stump Mitchell trying to get outside of Michael Downs. Is pushed out of bounds and picks up about 7 yards or so. 9:16 on the clock. Mitchell has gained 76 yards today on 18 carries. And now you see the Saints starting to pull away from the Green Bay Packers. Seattle could be in trouble as far as where they play their first playoff game. Colts sitting pretty in the AFC East. Second down 2 for the Cardinals on their 39. They've already used 1 timeout this half. Lomax up the middle, and J.T. Smith with another fine catch. And a Cardinal first down to the 46. Manny Hendricks on the stop, and what a game for Smith, who has caught 11 passes for 101 yards.
The perfect complement to Roy Green. Roy Green with Olympic sprinter speed, the man that can go deep and burn you. And then on the other side, J.T. Smith, the man that runs the good possession routes.
And both receivers have gained over 100 yards. Green has gained 112 in receptions on 7 carries. And Kansas City, that's the final over Seattle, 41-20. First down, Cardinals on their 47. Mitchell in trouble. And barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Certainly isn't a time to panic as far as offense is concerned. Good running is fine. There's 8.5 minutes left in the game. Go ahead and run a couple of plays, but you got to take a look at that clock and realize you need 2 scores, a touchdown and a field goal, if you're going to win this football game. And so gaining 1 yard on first down won't get it done. You're going to have to now put the ball in the air.
Second and 10. Lomax up the middle, and the pass is caught for a first down by Jay Novacek, the tight end. And now the Cardinals are moving in Dallas territory. Pickup of 11 and a first down to the Dallas 42. Novacek has seen most of the playing time at tight end this quarter. Robert Awalt, the Rookie of the Year candidate, had started the game.
Thing that a good tight end gives a passing offense, it allows the quarterback the time to make the 5-step drop and get rid of the football quickly and get 8 to 12-yard completions, and that way, no sacks.
First down on the Cowboy 42. Lomax going deep for Roy Green, and Green is defended there by Everson Walls. 3 men back there. I'm sure the fans who are watching in St. Louis would be screaming for a penalty. The official was downfield with them, and Walls had defended it.
Make your own decision. Walls 24 will go in and out. Vince Albritton 36 will have Green inside, Walls outside. Now there's the 1 step Green has. There's the right hand on the shoulder pads a second before the ball got there. Either way, if you want to call it, you can call it. If not, don't. They didn't.
And you know the Vikings are breathing a sigh of relief watching this game in the Twin Cities. Second down and 10. Cardinals at the 42. Out of the backfield is Stump Mitchell. Breaks a tackle. Has a first down and more. And upended defended at the 25-yard line by Vince Albritton. A 16-yard pickup, and the Cardinals moving the ball. Under 7 minutes to play now in the fourth quarter, trailing 21-13. Terry mentioned they need 2 scores to win.
Good job by Lomax. He threw the short route to Novacek. He came back, went deep, came back short to his running back.
Ball at the 26. Lomax has thrown a lot of passes today. Mitchell trying to get by DiAsi. And gets to the 21-yard line. Gain of 5. Vince Albritton and Steve DiAsi in on the play. Cardinals, a team that doesn't really know where they'll be next year. Will Bill Bidwell, the owner, move them? Will they stay in St. Louis? Confusion all season long. Not easy to play before half-empty stadiums at home. And yet the Cardinals, who struggled early, have won 5 of their last 7. Because the Vikings lost yesterday, they're in a position to win and go to the playoffs. Derek McAdoo replaces Stump Mitchell. 2nd and 4. And the pass incomplete. Troy Johnson did not cut the way he was supposed to on that pattern.
Whenever there's a 21-17, Oilers beat the Bengals. Whenever there's a safety blitz and the outside receiver on the side of the safety that blitzes, he must blitz control. He and the quarterback blitz control together. That time Downs, a free safety blitz. Johnson didn't see it. Number 87, he broke out. He should have come inside.
It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Cardinals. On the Dallas 20. Keep in mind they're in field goal position and they need 2 scores, trailing by 8. Lomax going for Green, incomplete. Walls covering, and that'll bring up 4th down. 50 attempts for Neil Lomax today. His club record is 52. So the man now, at the moment, is Al Del Greco, who has kicked field goals of 32 and 28 yards, and now will try his longest of the afternoon, 38 yards, to try to bring it under a touchdown. Holding his foul. Very important kick right here. And Del Greco's kick is good, and he's 3 for 3 this afternoon. And what a pickup from the Green Bay Packers a month ago. Al Del Greco and his 38-yard field goal has brought the Cardinals to within 21-16 of the Cowboys with 5:33 remaining. And Terry, they got something out of that, and now they need a touchdown to win the game.
That's right. They needed 2 scores. They needed 1 touchdown and either another touchdown or a field goal to put them in, to give them the lead in this football game. Now with 5.5 left in the game, and with the strategy that the Cardinals have used, Dick, throughout this game has been to blitz their strong safety, Leonard Smith, to try to pressure the offense of the Cowboys, and it's had some success, but in the last series we saw that where it cost them dearly. Now what do? I have to expect that the Cardinals will gamble. They have to gamble to get the ball back for their offense.
They do have time. They can't allow the Cowboys to control the ball on the ground and use up a lot of first downs and clock.
Right, and if you're going to stop a running football team, one of the things you would like to do is get inside and blitz, take away all the gaps and stack it up inside and force the running backs out wide. So Walker's going to be the guy carrying the load, and I would think that the Cardinals are going to be the ones blitzing.
That was the first time with all the problems the Cardinals have had with their kickers that they had a guy kicking 3 field goals in 1 game since 1982. Kelvin Martin on the return. Trying to go wide, and he doesn't get to the 20-yard line. So with all of the kickers the Cardinals have had to suffer through and with, Del Greco becomes the first kicker in 5 years to make 3 field goals in a game. 21-16 Dallas, 5:23 remaining. And you know, as Terry, you've got to feel that, as you mentioned, Herschel Walker, whether it's through the air, on the ground, he was the big bulwark the last time they scored.
Well, he was running the football and made the long catch. And I would think that there's nothing fancy here. I believe Walker be the man that the Cowboys are just going to turn around and give the ball to.
Here goes Walker. And he loses a yard on the play. That was Lonnie Young, the fierce hitter, who was quite a find as a 12th round draft pick a couple of years ago.
Strung out the blockers of the Cowboys. The Cardinals did, forcing Walker to dip in, dip out, dip in, dip out, and then finally free safety Young comes up and makes the stop. Walker's more effective when he can go straight ahead, hit people, hit the holes, and then turn the speed on.
Walker has gained 132 yards today. The time becoming important. Second down and 11 on the 18 for Dallas. Pelluer gets it to Walker, and Walker can't get away from Cedric Mack, and he picks up just 3 yards on the play, and that'll bring up third down and long.
Seems like everything's designed for Herschel, doesn't it? Throw it to Herschel, let Herschel run it. The imagination of the offense just isn't there. There's Mike Renfro on the outside. That's a pretty good receiver. And Calvin Edwards, another pretty good receiver in Barksdale. And what about Doug Cosby at tight end? We haven't called his name all day. You know, it just seems everything is focused around 34. That's not all bad, but in cases like this, you need to spread it out.
Third down, 7. Cardinal defense digging in. Here comes the blitz, and Pelluer's pass is nearly caught by Rod Barksdale. He got behind the defense, Lonnie Young, and if he had held on to that high pass, he would have been gone. But it's fourth down. The Cardinals hold, and Dallas will have to punt.
Blitzing is gambling. I don't have to say it. There it is. 45, the strong safety. Blitzing. This time it's effective as he gets inside, along with Steve Alford, the tackle, to disrupt the pass of Pelluer.
Fourth down, and Saxon will kick with 3:49 remaining. Sikahema, who's dangerous, is deep for the Cardinals. End over end, and Sikahema will run this one into Dallas territory and tripped up. He was tripped up, otherwise he would have gotten more. And the crowd, Ron Burton made the stop. Crowd booing. Cowboys, though, have held the upper hand, all but the opening field goal of this game, and now it comes down to this.
Look where they're getting the ball, 38-yard line. That's why Sikahema is going to the Pro Bowl. That type of field position in a critical game, when a crucial drive is coming up, is very important. Field position.
First and 10 Cardinals on the Cowboy 39. They need a touchdown to win. Anything less won't do. Lomax has Ron Wolfley out of the backfield, and a pickup of nearly 9 on the play, and the stop by Jeff Rohrer. That's the experience of Lomax, who knew he could wait to get rid of that ball.
That's the confidence of Lomax and Louis Sharp, Todd Peed, and Derek Kennard, the center, Smith and Robbins. The offensive line has done an outstanding job today of giving Lomax the opportunity to go first, second, third receiver, and in some cases back to the first one again.
Indianapolis wins and captures the AFC Eastern Division, and the playoff teams start to fill out. Second and 2. Cardinals hope they're one of them. On the 31 of Dallas. Lomax pumps once. He's going for Novacek and overthrows. Novacek was double covered by Michael Downs and Vince Albritton, and that will bring up third down and short. Final score, the New Orleans Saints trailing early, beat Green Bay. So now the burden is on the 49ers, who play the Rams tonight. If the 49ers win, they will win the NFC West, and New Orleans is the wild card. But if the 49ers are beaten by the Rams, that means the Saints are the NFC Western champions, and the 49ers are the wild card entry.
If the Saints win the NFC West, they would be my team to go to the Super Bowl. I think they'll be impossible to beat in the Super Bowl.
They're playing better than anyone, I guess. Third and 2 Cardinals. Stump Mitchell. First down and more inside the 25. And now the clock becoming a factor with 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. St. Louis with 2 timeouts left.
Cowboys are showing so much respect, Dick, for the receiving core of the Cardinals that they have not blitzed yet. They sent Victor Scott a couple of times in the first quarter, got burned, and they have since to blitz a safety, thus allowing Lomax plenty of time to sit back and try to find receivers.
First down, Cardinals on the Cowboy 23. Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell gets a yard, and that's all. Jeff Rora on the stop. And now we'll have our 2-minute warning. The Cardinals are threatening, but they need a touchdown to win. It's 21-16. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, and the crowd of 36,788, the smallest crowd to see the Cowboys play in Dallas since December 13th, 1964, when they played at the Cotton Bowl. And they're here to see whether the Cowboys can stop the Cardinals from going to the playoffs. Cardinals have a 2nd down and 9 at the 22-yard line of Dallas. They need a touchdown, trailing by 5. And here they come.
Historically, this has been a blitzing situation for the Cowboys.
Lomax pitches to Mitchell. Downs is back there, and there goes the throw, and it's nearly picked off by Victor Scott. An ill-conceived play by the Cardinals that could have wound up in disaster, and a penalty marker is down and around the line of scrimmage.
I don't believe that was a pass-run option, Dick.
Number 67 on the offense, illegally downfield.
Louis Sharp, the left tackle, illegally downfield, and that's the loss of down, too.
Loss of down, and that's the point I was going to make. I don't believe this was to be a pass. I believe this is a run, and what happens is Mitchell gets cornered and thinks, well, then save a little time. I'll throw the ball away and save this yardage, but it cost his team.
Interception would have broken the Cardinals back. As it is, they're penalized back. Ball is on the 22 right now, and they confer with the Cowboys. The Cardinal bench, boy, they've got to be really dry in the mouth on that sideline. They came in all pumped up, and now they're going to have to really scratch to pull out a playoff berth. Otherwise, it's the Vikings.
That play is costly, and the fact that it cost them not only a loss of down, but the yardage. Look at this, all the way back now.
Look at them. They're biting their fingernails, chewing gum, looking up at the board. 2nd down and 19 for the Cardinals on the Cowboy 32. A tough loss of yardage, you're right, on that penalty. Now they're going to regroup and huddle up again. Not sure what this delay is all about, Terry.
Could be the placing of the football, Dick.
Tom Landry looking to knock out the Cardinals.
See, if this was a loss of down, the penalty where you had a 1st down, you lose a 2nd down. So it should be 3rd down instead of 2nd down. As it stands, way it looks, it's just 2nd down, no loss of down.
You're right. There has to be a loss of down on an illegal receiver downfield. And now they say there is no loss of down on an illegal lineman downfield.
So they're right, 2nd down.
That's a break for the Cardinals. They got 3 downs now to get 19 yards. Ball gets away from Lomax. Jones is chasing him. And he fires upfield to J.T. Smith, incomplete. It was Mike Ruther, the center, on the spread formation, who centered the ball past Neil Lomax.
Mike Ruther in place of Derek Kennard. The snap is way over Lomax's head. No way he could have gotten to that ball, but now way, Lomax does an outstanding job of picking the ball up, and instead of getting sacked for probably a 30-yard loss, is able to get out and try to make something happen. The ball could have been intercepted, but still a good effort by Lomax.
He was alert enough to avoid the loss, but it is still 3rd down now and 19.
This is it. This is what this season is all about for the Cardinals. They cannot afford another snap over their head, and Lomax and Ruther have to be thinking about that. Lomax says under the center.
Yeah, he doesn't want to take any chances now. 3rd and 19. Lomax, sack. Jim Jeffcoat back to the 40-yard line, and the crowd here, maybe the smallest in 23 years, but they're on their feet. A loss of 8 yards, and the Vikings, who are watching this game in the Twin Cities, are about ready to get into the playoffs. Not the way they envisioned, but they'll take it. It is 4th down and 27, and the Cardinals have called a timeout. They have 1 left. They need 27 yards to keep the rally going.
Last year we saw the New York Giants with a 3rd and 19 against the Vikings. Sims completes a 21-yarder, and that play, that one single play, may have catapulted the New York Giants on to the Super Bowl and eventually the winner. Today, it would take a miracle, but I believe that this team might be the team that can do it.
Mitchell, who is close to 100 yards, but none of these numbers mean anything. Lomax, 54 attempts, a new record in passing. The Cardinals, who have won 5 of 7, elated. They erupted when the Vikings lost to the Redskins yesterday in their hotel floor, and today they knew that a victory would put them over the top, but it's been a rough one. And the only lead they had was 3-0 in the first quarter on a Del Greco field goal. And now it is 4th down and 27 back on the 40.
4th and 27, and J.T. Smith is out of the ball game. He's not in there.
Crowd is wild. Lomax going up top. Roy Green is there. And it's knocked away, incomplete by Manny Hendricks. Cowboys take over on downs with 1:17 to go. Cardinals got as close as the 22-yard line of the Cowboys, and then things just disintegrated for them. St. Louis still with 1 timeout remaining, and they'll have to use it immediately. Herschel Walker carries it to the 45. And the Cardinals use up their last timeout. How frustrating. And they had their destiny in their own hands. And what a story the Cardinals were trying to create in a team in disarray because of their home, future home, and lack of support in St. Louis. No one kind of respected them or looked out for them all season long. No one talked about the Cardinals as a possible playoff contender. And then with about 3 weeks ago, it looked as if the Cardinals had the best chance of those teams outside of New Orleans and Minnesota to get into the playoffs. They needed help, and they got it. Green Bay beat Minnesota 2 weeks ago. The Redskins did it yesterday, and the Cardinals kept winning. But this was the game they needed today, and right now, it looks like the sand has gone out of that hourglass in a hurry. And what did Tom Landry say? I'll feel bad about beating Gene Stallings, but that'll go away in a hurry.
That's what he said. It won't go away in a hurry for Gene Stallings, because he realizes unless a miracle happens now, that these Cardinals, who had their own destiny, the playoff hopes in their hands, are going to see that go to the wayside as the Cowboys are going to now attempt to go ahead and run the clock out.
Want to remind you, coming up next, it'll be the Bears and the Raiders on CBS. Bears looking to have a home field advantage for one of their divisional playoff games. And tonight on CBS starts with 60 Minutes. If you think your dentist is taking a big bite out of your pocketbook, watch 60 Minutes tonight on CBS. Following 60 Minutes, it's Murder, She Wrote, starring Angela Lansbury, followed by the CBS Sunday movie A Hazard of Hearts, starring Diana Rigg. That's all coming up tonight here on CBS. For the Minnesota Vikings, it'll be either New Orleans or San Francisco on the road in the wild card game next week. Neil Lomax had a great year personally, but for the Cardinals, it came to an end today. That's it. The Minnesota Vikings make the playoffs.